Hello, what's on your move, Madman, and I'm back. And today is extremely exciting for me because I get to talk about one of my favourite films ever that's been released in 4K for the first time this year. Took about a month to get to me, so it's taken a little while to get this video out. But today we're going to talk about Zodiac in 4K. Now, as you guys probably know, David Fincher directed this film. As you guys already know, David Fincher is probably one of my favourite directors of all time. I did have the original Zodiac here. This is the director's cut and only the director's cut. On this, you get the theatrical cut in 4K on the 4K disc, and then you get the director's cut on Blu-ray. There's the back cover for you so you can see that. Nice exciting cover for you there. Isn't that just exciting? I'll take the slip cover off for you actually, so you can have a look at the inside. You've got a nice black 4K disc there, and a couple of Blu-rays, one with the film of the director's cut, and then one with some special features as well, so it's nice, isn't it? So like I said, Zodiac is one of my favourite films of all time, so being able to have this in 4K was actually incredible. It's definitely one of my favourite David Fincher films, so that was a bonus as well. I think this is probably second. Seven is probably my number one David Fincher film, and as a lot of you know, Seven is out on Blu-ray in fuck no it's not. And as you know, Seven is out in 4K next month, allegedly, unless the date changes again. I guess we will find out in January, but at the moment it's slated for January, so that will be really exciting to get that. As you can tell, I've taken the plastic off of this already. I've watched it already as well. I literally watched it a couple of nights ago. There's not a lot of difference between the theatrical cut and the director's cut, if that helps, bar about 5 minutes, and about 3 minutes of that is a little radio music montage about an hour away from the end of the film. David Fincher does this little radio thing that goes through time to basically say that 4 years has passed between that moment and when the film comes back in. But besides that, there's only literally a few sentences here and there that make it a little bit longer. So I wasn't too disappointed that the director's cut wasn't on the 4K disc. It was still nice to see a David Fincher film in 4K for the first time, with the exception of the two films that are on Netflix that no one really likes. So when it comes down to the 4K transfer for you here, I thought this looked absolutely amazing. I was really surprised how much colour there was in here. Considering this is a David Fincher film, a lot of it is shot very darkly, a lot of it is shot at night time, really darkly, but the 4K still lights up, brings out that yellow. You know, David Fincher loves a yellow filter. That really stands out in this film as well. I noticed there's parts where there's like over helicopter shots, drone shots, whatever they are, going over a road at night time, and you can still see like the bright green in the bushes and stuff like that. So there's a lot of colours in this that still stick out despite it being very darkly lit. But yeah, I love this film. If you like a good investigation, this is a good film. It's very, very long. It's probably about 15 minutes short of 3 hours, but don't hold that against it. It takes its time and it gets you maybe to a conclusion. Don't know, it depends how much you know about the actual Zodiac serial killer, really, doesn't it? But yeah, I love this film. I love it even more now. I've got it in 4K so I can watch the extra detail. Definitely ready to watch this again, maybe before the end of the year. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. Before you go, I've got a couple of little gems to show you that I haven't opened, so I'm going to open them for you now. I've got the new 20th anniversary edition of Shaun of the Dead ready to go in my Shaun of the Dead pile up here. There's a back cover for you there as well. This has been remastered as well. It now has Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, so that's extremely exciting. There is also extra special features on here too. So it's a pretty new, exciting addition for the 20th anniversary. I did mean to get the Steelbook, but me being the dumbass that I am, ordered the wrong one. So I will be getting the Steelbook as well. I just haven't got around to that yet. But let's have a look at this. Let's take the plastic off. It is one of those super thin cases, which is a bit annoying. But let's have a look at the inside, eh? Cool. So there's one disc in here. Nice 4K disc there. Nice to see a Shaun of the Dead disc with different artwork on it. Pretty much every single Blu-ray I have of this has the same artwork, so that's really nice to see some different artwork there. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to talk about this film. I've done many videos on Shaun of the Dead and the restoration in 4K already. When I get the Steelbook, I'm going to open that for you on camera as well, and then we will talk about the new 4K restoration and if it looks that different to the old 4K restoration, but I'll do that in a different video, okay? On top of that, I've got another new Blu-ray to show you actually. Picked up this gem, Series 7 of Rick and Morty. Got this during Black Friday. So this is a Steelbook as well, which is a little bit annoying because you can only get the Blu-rays in Steelbook formats now. My Series 6 is a Steelbook and all the other ones are plastic cases, so it's probably the only time I'm like, why does it have to be a Steelbook? Why can't it just be a normal plastic case? But let's take the plastic off of this as well. Cool. It's nice, isn't it? Take the J card off and there's the back for you there. And on the inside here, got another standard blue Rick and Morty disc there, as they all are. And then on the inside there, you've got a nice inside for you there. A lot of people hated on this series because it was the first series they did without Justin Roiland. So it has different voices for Rick and Morty, and instead of them being one person, they're now two. But I don't really have a problem with that. The two voice actors they have got playing Rick and Morty actually sound quite good. So there is that. There is the odd episode here and there in this series that you're a bit like, well, that episode wasn't very good, was it? But you know, you get that with all the other seasons as well. So all in all, I quite liked this, hence why I bought it. So that's all the openings I'm going to do for you today. I'm just going to go now and leave you in peace. Don't forget to click on my link in my description of this video and look into having a look at my book. I know I've mentioned it a lot, but I'm going to keep mentioning it because I really want people to get it and I really want people to read it. Even if you don't read, I still want you to read it as well. So I really hope you people enjoy this book. Anyway, I'm going to go now. If you could like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Fuck. And I'm going to go now. If you could like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'm going to fuck off. Okay? Goodbye.